Oh, did you change the stream title, Lena? Nice.
Deep dive against Stody.
Pick that, sorry.
Shit.
My type have many juicers.
Ooh, are they gonna target ban Timmy?
It's possible.
Just the Mord.
Mordekaiser, Ezreal, Fiora.
They don't want to deal with.
What? What does the big band look like? It's just banned so far.
They don't want to deal with PJ's Fiora, Man Puppets, Trundle, and Asian Problem.
I mean,
The ban wards Choga.
Oh yeah, Morgana just counters. Forgot about that.
Cho'Gath ban is pretty interesting. Bans himself out too in the top side. I'm sure they have more faith in PJ's pool size than they do in Wyatt's.
Well, Zach picked for Man Puppet.
Jigginson to Zach doesn't feel great. Don't think they'd actually opt into that.
Warwick for a little muffin.
Yeah, they did. TSC. Leona. Zach Galio combo. We saw what Ginny's Galio could do in the last series. So.
Deep Dive actually banned the Morgana.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good ban. I know. I mean, their rationale is clear. They're gonna play Leona or other engagers on the bot side. They don't want Morgana to mess up so it engages, but I just don't think it's worth a ban in most scenarios to ban Morgana. She limits your team comp pretty heavily of your TSC. Like TSC's team comp would look really weird here with Morgana anyway. I think it's just not worth it. Like, just, whatever. Maybe you can't engage on them in lane, like, every time, but you can still...
I like Jenny on Galio.
Yeah, I mean, Jenny's Galio was insane in the last series, so happy to see their entire team comp is really cohesive right now, TSC.
There's Wired Zillion.
Ooh, that's a fast Warwick. You can ult from, 3 screens away.
But onto who? Just Ash. I'm not gonna do that into Zach or Galio, probably.
And if you do that, Galio's gonna jump in.
You can steal a dragon, jump from one side of the dragon to the other.
And then die and lose the game. Like, yeah.
No. You just go across the dragon pit. It's like the Zach jump.
I'm liking TSC's comp a lot, but I think Zillion is a pretty good pick in what TSC has right now.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid. Leona and Zillion are both solid. And TSC is essentially dive comp. Caitlyn ban.
Do they leave the Tristana? Or do they leave the Zaya? Malphite? Wait, what?
It's kind of weird. I don't think that it would work with the DD comp, but sure.
Timmy doesn't play Malphite, and yeah, Malphite's kind of terrible with that comp.
I guess PJ's looking to pick something that Malphite just destroys, I guess.
Jax, maybe.
I know we probably won't get this, but I really want to see Deep Dive play like a Camille in this game. They have a lot of space to open. These guys are engaged on you, and Camille is really good at just abusing map.
And there's the Tristana pick.
Yeah, pretty good into this engage too.
Yep.
The backup
Can be
Ezreal
very
for
snowbally
Lifestyle.
bot lane already.
Interesting.
Cyan.
They
Cyan
need some
top?
damage though. Senna in the
Ooh.
support position. It's kind of weird into Leona Tristana. I feel like it's really
Yeah,
dangerous, to be
It's a
honest.
very bad pick.
Hope they don't go Scion here. They need some damage.
Ginny is their damage.
I mean, to be fair, she does have over 600 damage per minute.
It is a Scion.
Oh.
TC's comp
Uh.
is... I think it's pretty underwhelming.
Wait, why have banned the Malphite
You're
if you're
relying
gonna...
on Galio getting... Like, not just Galio. You're relying on Galio and Ashe being really relevant. You need Galio to diversify damage, and you need Ashe to be able to actually, like, kill people, chew through the Warwick, the Leona, and the set. Oh, my lord.
Oh,
so-
yeah. Yeah. If you're planning to go Scion, why would you ban the Malphite, not just ban Set?
Really good pick. Set is a super good pick into Scion. Really good pick into this team comp. Can really do some disengage for you. Set can really do some engage. Like, just a really solid pick. I think at a cursory glance, I really like Deep Dive's comp. They see what TSC is trying to do. They have their answers to it. And TSC seems like they doubled down on a comp that they shouldn't have doubled down on. When Cho'Gath was gone, maybe they just got confused. They were like, wait, we're missing a damage dealer, and our top guy, a lot of his splitters are gone. Like, where do we go with this? Maybe they could have picked Jax instead or something. Tried to split.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe a world where, like, there's a world where Plobe, like, can play Kennen or something, honestly. Probably would have worked with this comp, Kennen Galio.
Vlad would have been good too.
Maybe. It'd be a Vlad blind. It'd be a Vlad blind, and, like, I just don't know if you're going to have any topside control with Vlad's Zac combo. Like, they'd probably get dicked by anything Deep Dive would have picked on that.
well,
side,
they're
but
asking for
like,
if we're ready, Brian.
Yeah, we're ready.
What do you think about the Tristana pick?
I think it's
Makes
fine.
sense.
I don't think anybody can kill her if she plays
Yeah.
as well.
It's really hard. Like, the Zax, you're engaged with Galio, and maybe Scion to follow it up, but should be able to, like, get out.
I think I would consider Bork this game on Tristana. I know, like, ADC Tristana generally doesn't like Bork very much, but I'd consider it against a Zac Scion Galio core. Plus it's pretty strong in lane, and if you're strong in lane as Leona Tristana into Ashe Senna, I think that just kind of dumps
Yeah,
it.
like, that bot lane is looking very, very snowbally in favor of Deep Dive.
Yeah, switch to the client.
Hasn't Warrior been trying to get on Zillion for like
Since,
a
like,
while?
week 1.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm just a fan of this Deep Dive comp in general. I think they have the right picks, have the right answers, done their research. And they really used, like, unlike most teams, they used their counter pick well. I think Set
Yep.
is just a really good pick into all of this stuff. And there's a certain point where, like, unless Ashe is really popping off, like, Set is kind of unkillable by this comp. And Set kind of kills them all, so it will be really dangerous if Tim can get a foothold. And even if TSC does get the Dream engage, like, there's a Zillion there to cancel it out. There's a Leona, Set. And Tristana can just jump out. Like, there's a lot of options Deep Dive has. I think nameplate's off. I think I would really prefer Deep Dive in this game. But nameplate's on. I mean, TSC is, the 3rd seed, even if they're in the lower bracket against the Deep Dive 10 seed. They might just outplay it, and if they don't, maybe they'll learn and change some stuff for game 2. How can you see this game going wrong for Deep Dive? I mean, I think there's the general obvious of, like, if there's too much chaos on the map early from Galio, and, like, they can actually one-shot people. If Ashe gets really big and can chew. Like, there are some answers, I think. But
Yeah.
I don't see much outside of that, to be honest. You just have to get really good team fights, try to catch them out, and, like, really kill them with the Zac Galio Ashe combo. Difficult though. They got a tanky core with, like, Set Leona Warwick. They have Zillion to erase some mistakes. Tristana that can jump out and buffer. Like, I don't know. I think TSC just their team comp feels really anemic to what Deep Dive whipped out.
I mean, we used to say that if the front line for TSC gets big enough, whether Tristana can kill them all.
Maybe, but
But
Set is
like,
pretty good against
I don't know.
Warwick.
Yeah, like Set and even Warwick isn't bad against tanks, and Tristana's good against tanks.
Holy shit, Adam, you're so loud on my...
Sorry.
It's not your fault. I have no idea why you suddenly...
Yeah, you're right. It's not my fault. The idiot.
Wow. It's just because I wasn't available yesterday for practice.
Yeah, what were you doing that's more important than
D&D?
you win? That's more important.
We have that in a clip. Can we bring that to the council for aggressive behavior?
What? I think that's... Yeah, it should be a grasp Senna into Leona Tristana.
I hope it's a grass Senna. Also, with a Set Warwick, or sorry, with against the tank team, you really want that Black Cleaver. Sorry, they don't actually build armor. They just build HP.
Just Leona builds armor.
Yeah. But like, you still want the grasp. You want exhaust for this team also. You don't want barrier or heal or ignite.
They might take barrier. Because you've got a lot of threat with the Tristana Leona killing you.
Yeah, but I think exhaust just does better there. Because like in team fights, it's mainly Tristana doing damage. You exhaust
Zillion can pump out some damage too. But you shouldn't be close enough to either of those two, really. All right, man puppet. I believe in the jungle power.
Looks so good. Ooh, okay.
Someone in chat says Warwick is going to carry this team.
All right, Mr. K epics.
It's good. It's really interesting. But it's pretty good. I like it. I'm a fan. Is K Epics a Scotty fan or a friend of Scott? Because any friend of Scott is a friend of mine.
I'm not used to seeing 10 people load into a room.
Hmm.
I'm only used to 8 people loading it.
There we go.
Apparently, K epics doesn't know who Scott is. It just seems like Little Muffins are really good at the game, and really handsome.
You're right about 2 of those things.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Oh,
30 seconds until
all right,
minions
and we're
spawn.
in the first bit, just line of scrimmage.
Speed up. Set's actually just not watching the very top jungle side. This is where I just walk up to the Tristanas and I just start autoing. I want those souls.
Minions have spawned.
That smells like, it tastes like bubble gum.
Alright, they got a deep ward down. They know where the Zek is starting. Walking back.
I don't know about the king pumps, Brian.
What? I think deep dive team count a lot more. Elena. That's what they have all the tools they need to win.
Ah, I see.
But I mean, maybe team diff knows.
I now learned how to add the dragon timers.
Wait, why did TSC ward their own red?
I think they were expecting an invade.
Reasons.
Ginny with the deeper ward onto the raptors. Just
I
to
do
follow
like
what's
that ward.
happening.
Yep.
Yeah. So they now know Warwick's on the top side, and Jack Limestone taking a lot of poke.
Yep, this is what happens at level 1 Leona lane. What's she gonna do? Walk up to you and auto you?
Yes.
Oh no, she just flashed onto him. Oh, there's the bomb. Oh, you don't have.
Level 2. They hit level 2 as that was.
Had to burn heal.
That was an impressive flash. Guys, I might go down with that. She already
That's
flashed out.
Did he die?
Yep.
Yep.
Wow. Pretty good.
Like, as soon as Skysong went in, they leveled up to 2. So.
Oh, Ars here getting the fear out. The nice flash out from PJ. Doesn't get pulled back into the set. But now he can't really play the lane anymore. Ooh, Agent Problem's getting some nice trick shots out there. Queuing minions, hitting the Tristana behind it.
She did go barrier this game.
Oh, looks like it's going to be setting up for 2v2. Peaches coming down. They're trying to force
It's a
the Warwick.
3v1?
Virginia's here also. Loma
Yes,
has forced to
flash
flash out. They really want the scuttle.
And it's theirs to take.
PJ's wave is so screwed though.
It is. He has no flashes. Well,
I didn't even see when he blew the flash.
He already lost the whole wave.
he flashed on the war ganked.
Oh,
He flashed the fear, whatever it's called. Nice initiation from Sed. Actually out damaging the Scion. There's a true damage coming out. Fully stacked Conquer War coming around. There's a Zac to go back in on the Warwick. Oh, misses the Q. Nice fear pulling him off from different sides. That was a very nice going from Blow Muffin.
And it looks like I mean, it's kind of the same story we saw in the last game where the top side is stepping up for deep dive. And the bot side here, I mean, they even died for first blood and burned a ton of, like, every summoner doing so. So hopefully, I mean, all the cards right now are in Orox's and Scott's capable hands. Ginny's also heavily out pressuring this Zillion. Gonna be able to get a reset here. How much gold does she have? 170. The seal.
Damn, that's a pretty big CS lead. It's like 2 waves. Nice grass procs. There's the passive. Taking
takes
extra
3
auto.
autos.
Yeah. Generally needs to take 1 or 2 there, but that is a questionable E. You're also walking into a Leona. That's level 2.
There's a Zac
3.
there. That's why.
Oh.
Does not even barrier.
Vision Pulse does go down. Trades off 1 for 1. There's triple TPs out. Set goes in. Set has to run away. There's a 4v2 right now. So I saw my die for this.
Yep.
There's the
No,
Ash
she
slow.
does.
It's too much slow.
Way too strong. Did Ginny get the assist there? Ginny got the assist. Good. It wasn't a wasted TP.
And now they get Dragon.
PJ's wave is going to be terrible when he gets back up there.
He should start backing.
Yeah,
honestly.
PJ does not need to be here right now. Warwick is coming. Actually, he probably did need to be there. But all 3 people taking the splash damage from the dragon. I don't think they're trading aggro enough here. Muffin trying to get the seal off. They're getting a lot of damage, and Jack Limestone has a bomb on him. That's gonna explode.
Oh,
that's
my
a big.
God.
Oh, that's a Zillion bomb too. Oh, there's a Scion getting the punches out on Jack Limestone, but the dragon's so
Wait.
low. Oh, I'm trying to get it. Oh, Timmy with the steal.
I think Adam should have moved up there then. No, Ash should do most of the damage.
Yeah, Ash went back. Ash had the wave pushed out. She had bot trial.
Alright, Scion is absolutely screwed. Level 4
Scion.
to 6 against a counter matchup, he's just doomed.
Angela, it's not worth it. Don't step up. Just lose the experience. That auto
Oh,
could
no.
be costly.
Oh no, no. You just gotta get vision of the bushes. You can't do this as Senna. I have over 200 games as Senna support. Leona's
Wait
a
a
real.
second. Adam is building IE first.
Yep.
Was that the play?
No, it's Omega in the set.
Yeah.
Set war,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
run at you.
Fork is definitely better.
Adam's building IE first. Thanks, Ash.
Ooh.
Oh, nice cancel.
And that's
Goes back onto the Senna. Jump on the Senna. You don't get to
His
play with the
barrier.
legends anymore. Oh, she does. Okay.
I don't know if that flash is necessary. Adam's
Well,
got
Muffin
heal.
going for the same gank. Knows PJ doesn't have flash. Pulls him away from the tower. PJ tries to run back. Oh, there's a pull from
should be
Set.
dead.
Oh, nice.
Kill the Warwick!
W.
Can you
I
kill the
don't think
Warwick?
he can. He
He
Qs
can't.
onto a minion and gets out.
Yeah, Timmy is going off.
Unlucky.
Little Muffin is going off.
Oh,
Deep dive top side, man. They're really showing up.
there's the Zac. Forces the flash.
Oh, this guy's tries to get out. That was a nice E there.
Wait a
Implement
second.
actually goes
Wow.
down. Nice
They're
turn by
fantastic.
Jack
Oh,
Limestone.
wait
There's
a
the
second.
flash. Onto digital
Ooh,
feeling.
nice
Tristana
dodge.
goes in. There's aggressive.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, shut down
doesn't-
at least.
on
You hate to
the
see it though.
yeah, it's on Leona, which isn't great.
No, Adam got the shutdown.
It's the gold differential. I mean, gold's even. Among
No, they
the
both got shut
bot
down.
lanes.
Leona got a shutdown on Ash, didn't she?
I don't think so.
That
No.
was Ash got the shutdown. Okay.
Yeah, anything that's happening in the bot lane is like kind of pales in comparison to what's happening in the top lane, though. This set is just so astronomically ahead that it's gonna be so hard for this.
Yeah,
team.
that's where.
Like, if Ash doesn't have Bork, how'd she kill Set? She just can't, really? Like, and he can run her down, and like, he kind of just shits on everybody else on her team. It's gonna be a long while until Set is really threatened by anyone.
What's even better this game is Set doesn't need to build Deadmans because he has a Zillion on his team, so he can literally just run anybody down.
Wow, that's so
Oh,
much damage.
Such a sad matchup, dude. Literally nothing Silent can do. Except hope to pray and stay even.
I mean, ooh,
Asian probably getting aggressive there. Oh, she wants those stacks. She
it
wants
looks like
those
a
grab
4-man moving bot lane.
spots. Yeah, Galio's ready. There's the Ash
That's
arrow.
a nice bro for. Oh, Anna should be dead.
Oh, Anna went at the wrong time. Is this Set TPing in? Or is this wired? This is wired.
Oh
Gives an
my
ult onto
gosh, dude.
Anna. Saves Anna. As long as there's a nice stun.
Wait,
nice.
I'm almost
she
getting
lives.
out.
Tristana ult actually gets the double bomb as Zach gets ulted through. That's kind of sick.
I hate Zillion, man.
Overall, Warwick is just soloing Herald now. All that time spent for nothing, and it's a pretty tough spot to be in for TSG.
Oh,
Asian Brawl's getting stuck there. This is
she
W.
has
I
no
don't think she's
flash.
flash.
She has no flash.
Yeah, she's just dead here. Giving the kill to Jack Limestone.
Wow, and Ginny, ooh, didn't get it.
No, Warwick got it.
She get the
but
return
it's a kill.
Yeah. Nice looks from Ginny.
Yeah, and Ginny once again just the best member on TSC. In the last like couple of games, the playoffs, she's been the most consistent. She's had the carry performances.
Oh, she
Yeah.
might be in trouble now.
Uh-oh.
She turned
She's
her
going
around.
in.
And there's
Oh,
not much to do
Frank.
for her.
Stopwatch?
No, it's not gonna do it. Not worth it. She goes down, and that's a lot of dragon control. It should be also a dragon for deep dive. He'll snowball to a pretty gargantuan lead. Around like after the dragon, it should be around like a 3.2, 3.3k lead at what, 12 minutes? Pretty nutty.
Just about.
And that's with no plates taken. too.
Oh, they're getting poked out a little bit, but Scott is here to tank up the dragon and secure it.
God, I hate that air drag does the most damage out of all the dragons. It's like the most useless dragon, but it's the one that hurts you the most. Infernal Soul. That's not great, but doable.
Sounds nice for both of these teams.
Deep Dive doesn't really have a way to proc it. They just have like zillion bombs. I think like Infernal Soul is more and more the worst soul out there.
Really? I think it's one of the best.
I have Windrake above it even because you just move around the map so quickly.
Yeah, I have Infernal Soul. It's like, I mean, I think it's like, I don't know. I think Infernal Soul.
It's slapped, man.
Sure. It's pretty good, yeah. There's a lot of damage. I don't know.
I don't know, I feel like Infernal Soul's like #1, dude.
Depends on the comp, I guess. There's a lot of like, actually, either of these comps, I'd say Mountain's probably #1, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
these
TSC.
comps for sure, yeah.
Mm,
But overall, I think Infernal Soul is the best, followed by...
yep,
I
there's
don't
the.
Ooh, Wired actually misses
Wait.
the stun there onto the Warwick team there. Still gets off the kill on the Rasco
Oh,
Trump.
this
He's
is
a little
so
up
many
into
kills
trouble
for
here.
these
This is
guys.
Zillion ultimate. There's a Zac passive being dropped. Kai'San going in onto the Sion. Sion's a little overextended, has to flash out. Timmy on the set, chases him down. Pile drives him into his own tower, runs out onto tower aggro. Finishing off the kill onto the Zac while he respawns. Very nice play dive there.
And Misa with the call for deep dive.
Oh, can they save Shelly? Get one more crash.
We'll get one charge.
Walk her down, walk her out.
Alright, so how do they come back from this?
Their comp doesn't give them the tools. I mean, it looks pretty over to me. I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess you just get the dream team
Is this
fight
an
when someone's
FF?
missing.
Is it safe to say FF?
Can you believe it?
Last time I said this, you know, a team came back from a 10k gold lead at, no, was it almost 20k? Whatever, it was a ridiculous gold lead at 20 minutes.
Yeah, but that team had the tools. This team doesn't really have the tools. They can't, like, they access backline, they don't have damage. So, okay, you access, like, Tristan, you can't kill her. And then, alright, okay, let's front to back. We don't have damage. Ash just got IE, doesn't really have damage to shoot through tanks. So what do? Can't kill tanks. So you can't get through the Leona, the Warwick, and the set. So you can't do it that way either. I mean, you're gonna try to find picks, sure, but you have to play it against a tanky team with the Tristana with a Zillion. There's just no way in. You can't outsplit them. You don't have any split pushers. So what do? You just hope for the dream fight and that deep dive, like, you know, 3 of them simultaneously have like aneurysms and have to go to the hospital and come pause the game, and like, yeah, you have your avenue back in.
So you say like a 40% chance they win.
There you go.
So you're saying there's a chance.
TSC really has to go back to the drawing board with this draft. They just kind of like decided we're gonna play this comp, and they didn't really notice like.
Oh, that's a beautiful
Beautiful.
engage.
I don't know.
Wow, that was sick.
Oh, Tristana going off, forces the flash out.
Donna going off, Leona going off. That one was insane.
Oh,
And I
they're
really
setting
wish-
up a dive. Angela
wow.
should be
She's
gone.
doomed.
She should be long gone from this lane.
Yo, if
Oh,
she lives this, 5 gifted
she-
subs.
She's no way. No way.
Yeah, no way, dude. You know, I really wish Plo played like Fior
look
or
at
Jax or
Timmy.
something this game.
Big dick this guy.
Well, Fiora's banned.
Oh,
So.
he's gonna die.
Or
no,
is
he?
he?
flashed out, he's
Oh
chilling.
my god.
Oh,
Oh,
flash after. Oh.
oh
No,
damn.
nothing doing.
No. Little
It's
overzealous there.
debated.
Wait, I think he might have lived if he just kept running.
Yeah, I think so too.
Might have, yeah.
Could try to wait for his Q to speed him up.
Yeah. I mean, then again, Zac, I don't know. Zac could have ulted for the move speed. Maybe. If Zac ulted for the move speed close enough to get a W, he dies, so. Oh, he dies. But I mean, you kind of had. You forced your own ult out and you made Zac not have to ult you, so.
TSC actually just standing on a bunch of wards right now. Oh, there's the pink.
There is a deep ward that Tim can use to TP on, right behind by Raptors.
Yo, who do you think wins in a 1v1? Follow the Winch, Shyvana top build versus or set.
What point in the game?
Probably Shyvana.
I don't know, I just feel like Shyvana will win.
Shyvana
Yeah.
has a lot of like passive armor.
And percent health damage.
Yeah,
And there's a TP. Oh yeah, the other ward expired.
we're just trying to go in. Oh, that's a nice Zac ultimate. That's Senna
And a
W.
field
Man
goal.
for point in. Oh, but they just can't shoot through the front line. There's a spec
Don't
going
have
in.
the
Jack
strength.
Black's on a rampage.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Digital Healing does pick up Timmy though. There's a
flash.
Scion, can't really do anything. Tristana
Oh,
gets killed
dodges
there.
the Warwick ult.
Oh wow.
Galio goes down. Oh, Tristan jumping in. There's a Zillion ult onto her and they just dive.
Wow.
Oh, Digital.
Wow, couldn't
Wait.
even kill the Leona. She's too tanky.
Leona
Actually.
tanky things.
I mean, a pretty sick engage by Man Puppet, but no real follow-up, and that's an issue. Like, if you do that, you have to get Galio on top of you, and if you get
Yeah.
Galio on top of you, Galio has to have strength to kill them, but she only has a Proto Belt.
Neither Gala nor Scion ulted that fight.
Yeah, and if you do go in, like how does she jump past the front line? Who then, like, the front line then chase Ashe and stuff, so Sion can't really even ult into that fight unless Sion has a really good flank angle. I think it's just pretty doomed. If they can't win that when Man Puppet has, like, you know, such a perfect E into ult combo, I mean, how can you win this game? You're gonna have to find Sion on a corner, get a deep ward in or something somehow, and get Sion to TP behind them and just do the biggest wombo of your life with, like, Galio, Sion, Zac all going down at the same time. Maybe fucking Sentinel on top of it just to make sure.
Man, I really wish Adam built Bork.
Yes.
It would have showed him that fight. He would have had sustain, so he didn't die to the dive. Like, or at least it would have taken him a lot longer to. Would have had sustain. He would have been able to chew the tanks that are diving him.
I also don't like the crit cloak. When you could have just gotten attack speed.
Yeah, I mean, I think he might have forgotten he was playing Ashe and thought he was playing like Caitlyn or something. To be honest.
I bet you he built that first crit cloak and then thought, oh wait, I'm supposed to build Bork.
Could have
He
gone in
he
Essence Reaver.
he backed off and got the pickaxe first. With his first 3 kills.
Is he going Essence Reaver
Yeah,
now?
that's troll as hell because you could have, for 25 gold more, you could have gone Advanced Scepter.
Yep. I have no idea. It looks like it's Essence Reaver now.
Shoot, I even think Bork would have been better for lane.
Yeah.
It's like, even if you get chunked and then like
You
survive it, you can
just
just
straight up
lifesteal.
out sustain.
Yeah, it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely the best time in lane. It was the same rationale why before this game I was like, I think like Tristana should get Bork because she would shoot through people, but also her lane would be really dominant. If you have a Tristana with Bork in lane, it's really hard for the Senna and the Ashe to run. But I think the same logic applies like conversely to TSD. Like if you really want to amp up your lane damage, like you should probably get the Bilge Water at the very least. It looks like that's not the case. And this Ashe is going Essence Reaver second item, and I really don't like that. And if you're already gonna go IE, like probably should like get some attack speed. This is gonna be like a burst damage build against a team that you can't burst.
Oh, Set's going in there, gets a sneaky push.
Oh, that's so much damage.
Oh,
Goes-
she's dead. dude.
Stops.
Yeah, it gets
Dash.
Bork.
Just chase Tyrion down. There's the ultimate.
Wow, that wasn't even hard.
It looked like TFT said right there.
Yeah, he should just press buttons.
Wait, TFT said versus TFT Galio? Oh no.
Yeah. That's why he died so quickly.
It's the counter.
And I just gotta wait till she's Supreme Overlord Galio.
We're probably gonna have to wait until next game.
It's looking like a 4-man dive for deep dive.
Staying
let's
true
get it
to their
back up.
name. They're not deep enough though. They should go past this tower and dive them. On the
Or
tier
tier-
2.
Under tier 3s.
Yeah, dude. To truly be deep dive. Dude, what if they just rush Baron here? Just for shits and giggles.
They could.
I feel like they easily could, right?
You have the damage.
Sets TP's coming up soon. They have flank wards. You could even just start it for a bait.
Dragon is coming up in less than a minute. They really want that soul.
I think because Zed is so big though, I think Baron is super OP here. I mean, I guess if you can get everything, why not?
Yeah, they're gonna play it slow and steady. This Infernal's in 30 seconds, and I mean, Infernal Soul on a Tristana with crit items. I mean, that's a yikes.
Also, look at like the level differential. Wired just leveling Tim up to 14, so he's 2 levels ahead of his counterpart.
I wonder if he could have leveled Little Muffin up instead. I'm not sure how close he was first of all. Maybe doing that before the dragon fight would be nice.
I feel like they could just force the issue. Yeah, look at
Look at
like
Man Puppet melt.
Galio Foreman.
And there's the taunt. That's a bomb on her. Only hits her though. Has to
Wait.
back off. There's an ultimate onto Ashe. Ashe goes down. Oh, that's a nice set ultimate onto the Senna. Goes after the Senna. Oh, there's the shield.
And that's
there's
the entire team.
Die.
Geared Scion. Oh, Senna wants those souls, but she might have to pay the price. Triple kill for Jack Limestone.
Wow. I mean, it's a really well played fight altogether. Like, TSC tried to take it slow, but they just don't have the damage threshold. Look at Adam trying to build his board.
Board.
He actually built that crit club and then started building board. And it's just you hate to see it kind of moment.
Oh no, dude. I think he forgot.
I think he didn't realize that he would actually need it in this. So
much
Wired
ever.
got 8 stacks of his Medres there. Now it's 17.
I like how everyone on Deep Dive has a bounty except Warwick.
Yeah, man. Warwick's just giving everybody else the bounty.
I feel like Warwick was doing a lot in the early game though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gained PJ a lot.
I actually think this is Little Muffin's best game.
Yeah, it's pretty good games in the last series, isn't it? I don't know.
True.
I'd say, I mean, this has definitely been a really good game for Little Muffin. I mean, if you guys had to give him an MVP so far, who would it be? Because Little Muffin, I think, needs some consideration. Like, he's been present for a ton of fights where he needed to be, and then the top side, like, he kind of broke it open. Like, he burned the flash. Clove was really stuck in a shit position. Orox was able to, like, keep his wave really favorable. You know,
Yeah, I think I'd give it to Scott because he blew PJ's flash early. Basically meant that Tim had a much easier time laning and could just build lead from there.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's played well though. I've seen a ton of great double bombs from Wired. I mean, Tim obviously has been just like, I mean, Clove has just not existed, and a lot of that is because of like, sure, Little Muffin going to his lane, but Tim snowballing that lead and keeping away from him.
Wait.
Astro comes in, but Plob is the one
Oh,
that
it
melts
got
there.
cancelled.
Oh, Timmy
Wow.
diving the Galio under
Wow.
tower. Oh, there's a flash. There's
Whoa.
Zonya's.
Oh,
Timmy
stopwatch.
falls
Save
low.
it.
That's a tower. But Man Puppet goes in, tries to save the tower.
Adam
There's
takes
Senna
a
ultimate.
lot of damage
Oh,
from this.
Adam really low. There's a nice stun coming up from Zillion. Flash
God.
from Digital
Oh,
Healing.
that's
Digital
really
under tower.
stun getting
There's the
through.
ultimate onto Lil Muffin. There's a Zac passive. Lil Muffin goes back. Well, the Warrior tries to run back, but he has passive up. Digital Healing
Gets-
falls down. There's the last auto onto Zac. Oh, Limestone falls for the tower.
Fuck.
And he
Yeah,
gets
well,
pinked
Jack
by his
Limestone
teammates.
lost all MVP consideration after that play. Sorry, Jack. I don't know. Everyone in Deep Dive is just playing really well this game. It's hard to figure out who MVP is. Skysong had some nasty ults. as
Wired
well.
looking really good with his.
I don't know, like that level one though, where they just got dicked and like,
Yeah.
that was really weird. And I feel like, you know, I think they did well after that, but they you know, in a lane where you count, you know, like you should win against Ashe Senna. You should always
Yeah, you
have
should hard
pressure.
win that.
And dying at level 1 with them is like pretty sad. So I don't know, I kind of eliminated the bot lane from my brain after that. I mean, in terms of MVP consideration, I think they played well the rest of the game, especially Skysong's ults everywhere. Jack Limestone being able to follow up on things, but I'd have to give it to one of the 3 topside members again. Probably, I don't know, probably Scott or Tim. I'm not sure.
Wired keeps padding his stats though, keeping on with that ginormous KDA that he's got for himself.
I think it has to be Scott, dude.
Yeah, Scott's played really well.
He literally made Scion not a champion.
This is a
So-
4 item Tristana now. That's kind of scary. Literally melting through all the Thor mills that TSC has.
Mortal reminder. Oh,
Timmy actually picking up a Tiamat because he wants to wave clear better.
Wow, Tim literally was like, haha, Adam doesn't have port. I'm not gonna stack armor. I'm gonna get some MR. For the 2 AP tanks.
Ooh, they're setting up a bush here. Ash scouts it out though.
Ash does have finished Bork now, but does not have the attack speed to apply it.
Man, probably looking for an
Ooh,
engage. That's an
that's
Ash
Wait,
arrow
that's
onto
actually
Lil
good
Muffin.
engage.
That's a pull in. There's a Galley ultimate coming
There's a
in on
TP
too. Lil
coming in
Muffin
from that.
taking a bunch of
Tanky,
damage.
though.
Sicilian ultimate coming out. Oh, goes on to Digital Feeling. Digital Feeling taking a bunch of damage from that Warwick. Man Puppet's all alone. Oh, gets blasted off. Oh, second tries to fight. Nice ultimate to pick up the Ash. Ash falls down. There's his bombs. He can pick up the kill on the Scion as
Ass
well.
game.
The engage looked pretty juicy, but it was on Leona and Warwick. And without a, like, you know, without real damage, without attack speed for the Bork user, like, there's just no way they were going to be able to kill Leona and Warwick. And even if they were able to get them low, like Zillion's on the map, like,
Yeah, no, like
you know,
Zillion ulted Warwick expecting him to die, and he didn't.
yeah.
Realistically, this game, Deep Dive's comp is actually pretty OP. If you consider in like, even at an even scale, like your targets are Zillion and Jack Limestone, pretty hard to kill Tristana, and then Zillion just presses R on whoever.
Yeah, like that was something that like I was talking about when we came into this big ban. Like it looked like TSC was like, man, we really want to play this engaged team fight comp. Like we want to play our style, and then Deep Dive was like more flexible. They saw, hey, okay, this is what they're gonna opt into, and we're gonna pick ban around it. We're not gonna let them just like dive us over and over. We're gonna like play back a little bit, like measure our comp. Play the right champions here. They click the Zillion into a dive comp. And honestly, when the Zillion came out, these guys had to pivot. You can't really play this comp when the Zillion's already out. And they picked Zillion in the, like, I think 3rd pick.
Yeah, you go
yeah.
hard split push
Yeah.
after that,
At that
right?
point, yeah, you've got to change your mind. You've got to think, okay, this is not going to be an option. And if you look at the damage charts, which I can do log client.
It was 34k for Jack
Right.
Limestone, 17k for.
Yeah, and like if you look at the damage charts, like look at TSC's damage in this game. It's just sad. they weren't able to burn anybody, and yeah, I mean their comp just didn't do them any favors.
What do you think is the move for the next draft? You think ban
I think-
Zillion? If they
I
want to
think-
play dive, ban Zillion, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not have triple tank topside.
Yeah, like honestly, if they were gonna go Scion, I think the ban should not have been Malphite. It should have been Set.
Yeah, but who
If they're
knew
pro-
Tim played set, right? I didn't know. I know now.
Yeah,
Well, he played it last series, right?
it's being sarcastic, Adam.
Ha!
So were you?
No, I'm just stupid.
Can't say that.
To be honest, I'm stupid too, but I just pretended. Dan came in for the save.
Seriously.
I decided to self-incriminate.
Ooh, 27 viewers on Twitch.
All right, should I go to the wait screen or Elena or something?
Hey, can you go to the wait screen?
The break screen? Ah, yeah.
All right.
Break screen.
I have to go help my girlfriend out with some stuff. Y'all have fun. I'll watch on my phone. Peace.
All right, take it easy.
So yeah, what do we want to see as viewers this next game? Because like TSC, you know, gaffs and all, like their comp didn't do them any favors. Like at a certain point, like, I think we saw this coming in. I said coming in, like they're just gonna struggle with this comp. Like they're playing into things that have answers to all the things they want to do. So how do you do? Like number one, which side are you starting on? Are you gonna give counterpick to Tim again? Because that did not go well.
I do not think you give Tim counterpick. I think you take red side now.
Yeah, and are there that many contested first picks? I actually don't think there are between these two teams.
Outs-
Not yet. It's due in 1 minute.
outside of the 80 carries,
Oh, there's
like,
two.
what would you do? Like, Sopa's saying put PJ on a carry. I don't know.
TSC chooses blue side, Elena. So they've opted to give over counterpick again to deep dive. And I think they just need to have a better plan. Like they need to think, okay, like they have the set in their pocket now. We can't just blind pick a tank. And you know, even if it wasn't a set that they picked, even if deep dive didn't use their counterpick effectively, the Scion was just not a good pick into a team that already has a Zac and a Galio on it. So what would we want to see instead? Because you know, like they could have done something like a Camille or something. They could.
I mean, if they're banning Malphite, I would have wanted to see the Jax there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I think that's a big one. Like they've got to change their plans up a bit because they wanted one specific style, and that specific style deep dive was, you know, either prepared for or noticed during draft and then drafted to counter that style. And when that happens, you have to recognize that. So you have to be like, wait. We're playing dive, but they just picked Zillion. They just picked, like, they have a Zillion, a Leona, and a Warwick. Like, it's going to be hard to dive them. We're leaving Tristana, and we know they play it. Like, they just kind of drafted themselves into a hole. So this game I want to see some more versatility on TSC. Like yeah, you get first picks, you get something contested, and the problem is I don't know if there's that many contested things between the two teams, but you get something priority or contested, maybe a Caitlyn pick or whatever. Sure, you have that, and then what? Like, make your team a little more versatile. Make it harder to just like ban out instantly, you know, or like get counter drafted instantly. You've got to like be flexible within your own draft even. Like they didn't show that top lane pick. They didn't have to pick a Scion there. Be right back.
back here.
Yeah, they don't pick ban up.
They do?
Yeah. Didn't even give in the announcements.
I see. Alright. I'm good to go when they are.
Yep. Tommy, when did you get here?
What?
Everybody can hear on stream.
No, I muted the mic part.
Oh my
This
god.
All right.
different
Looks like they're
story.
at least TSC is ready. So it's deep dive.
Dun, 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 dun. Dude, I have that BTS song stuck in my head now, Nina. Yeah. Oh, I can make it right. That song.
Oh, are we in the towing it?
At least one team is ready. Get it going.
They both said R.
They're trolling. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's see what they've got in store. TSC, playoff hopes, BTL hopes on the line. And down in a 0-1 hole that I can't imagine they saw coming going into like deep dive. Obviously, deep dive looked better, much better against PO than they did in the regular season. But like to be honest, it was PO, and like PO had some holes in that roster, and like holes in their game plan that like they hadn't fully solved. Like a lot of teams, every team really has holes, but they just weren't able to really shore them up in that series. And so now deep dive, I think we thought it was impressive, but I don't think we put them on the same level as TSC. Like obviously none of the analysts did, and we all thought TSC was going to take home the victory. But I mean, they look really competitive. Not just like competitive, like TSC. Maybe they didn't play like the best draft of their lives or anything like that. Definitely not. But like they.
Got the first pick of Leona.
Yeah, but like they didn't play the best draft of their lives or anything, nor did they play the best in that game. But like, you would expect like a team that's been pretty consistent through the season to like stay that way. Even if they're in the losers bracket, they were the third seed for a reason. And so deep dive is just having a big resurgence, and TSC is struggling to keep up. And like for everybody in the upper bracket, how scared should teams be of deep dive? If you drop down into the lower bracket, like how scared should you be?
They're looking a lot more formidable. I like the Leona takeaway.
Mm-hmm.
And they altered the draft, banning the Morgana themselves.
Right. So yep, Leona takeaway for first pick. Morgana's gone, so relatively easy lane depending on what you pick. You could pick Thresh and do it flame away. I don't think Anna plays Thresh though, so maybe that's not an option.
She does. She might go again for Blitzcrank like she did last time.
Yeah, I don't think Blitzcrank's a great pick in Leona though. I mean, you could go Alistar. Alistar's actually really good in Leona.
I don't know if she plays Alistar. I know she plays Thresh, Blitzcrank, and Braum.
Blind pick. I actually really dislike Mordekaiser blind picks for the most part. I know Mayo has memed Orox as the Mordekaiser player, even though Javier might have something to say about that. Who knows? But that said, like I don't think it's actually a very good blind pick. I think Mordekaiser has a ton of terrible matchups in lane. And if TSC plays any of those matchups, like, might not be the easiest late phase for him. The Vi pick. Now, Vi, though, on the other hand, Vi is kind of weird, too, because I think Vi is one of those picks where, against Warwick and Mordekaiser, you can section this Vi out really easily. Press R on the Vi when she goes on your carry, and now your carry is just kind of chilling. Like, she can't one-shot them. Tristana,
I'm not a huge fan of playing Vi into Warwick. It's a bit hard to, if you meet him somewhere.
Right.
Set, actually, I prefer a lot there.
Right. And honestly, Set would have been fine in a Mordekaiser, too, if you play top lane or jungle.
Yeah.
I wonder if Deep Dive grabs Caitlyn here.
Yeah, Deep Dive stealing the not Deep Dive, TSC stealing the Deep Dive bot lane. There's the Braum pickup. What do they like to pair with Braum? Like, Ezreal's the usual pairing, but it's banned. Lucian is definitely a pairing, but Lucian into... Yeah, I don't know if he plays Lucian, number one. And number two, Lucian into Leona Vi Tristana might not be the greatest time. It's a lot of death zones that you're going to have to beat.
I like the Caitlyn ban.
Yeah, definitely a good ban. It does pretty well into Tristana Leona with the Braum. Jinx is a pick, but I don't think it's a very good pick into Vi Leona. I don't know, what else do you have? Like, Ashe, you banned Ashe away already.
I take the Veigar,
The Deep Dive Veigar?
but they had too much engaged with just.
They might.
It'll be good in team fights. It'll deny the Leona
Yeah,
engage.
I mean, it could be a pretty good pick. There's a couple picks up. I don't know exactly what Wired plays, but like, you know, there is the possibility of the Veigar. Could play like something, you know, really tilting, like Malzahar or something too.
They're putting him on Jinx.
Who knows? So yeah, what are they thinking? Jinx isn't a good pick, but it's a comfort pick. Maybe it's the best one he has, and maybe like, you know, they're riding off of high momentum from the first game. And it's the Lucian, so we called it out. We said, you know, hey, the classic pairings are Lucian and Ezreal. Lucian Braum is really strong as a lane. I mean, Tristana and Leona can fight into it, but I think Lucian Braum actually wins a lot of trades. So yeah, I think like Lucian Braum should be really good into this Leona Tristana game lane. Later in the game, though, it might have trouble against this Leona Vi combo. So yeah, we'll see. Lucian also, you know, in terms of late game scaling, doesn't touch like Tristana's ability to scale or the Jax's ability to scale up there too.
I do like the Jax pick.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what the Lucian is. Like, obviously, in the late game, Lucian becomes like kind of more of like a burst mage kind of character, but you're not really going to be bursting too many of these characters anyway. So, you know. And
Does
you can't
Ginny
really
take
do it
in the
against Burst
Galio?
Icon. Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, Galio, Vi, Leona combo. Like, this is a much more solid TSC comp that can still do the diving that they want, but have some other options. And Wired's going to respond with the Cho'Gath pick that he just dumpstered Pio on.
Cho'Gath into Galio is pretty decent.
Yeah, and this is an interesting draft from Deep Dive. I mean, they're gonna play the AP-ish Cho'Gath with the Glacial probably, and then a lot of their hopes are in the Lucian handbasket here. Like, you're gonna be hoping that this Lucian can get away from people, can dash around, do a lot of damage to all these players. Like, you're really putting a lot into that bucket, but you know, it could pay off. Like, if Lucian is really big and can avoid like getting dunked by Vi Galio or something, there is a world where you dash around the sides of fights and you can just kind of piss everybody off, kill them. Maybe burst Tristana if you're lucky, that kind of thing. And then, you know, I think at least Mordekaiser and Braum are good picks in order to prevent TSC from just diving you.
And Cho'Gath can do the grass build into Galio, and it would be fine, but the Glacial gives them a lot of utility. Letting Warwick and Braum catch up.
Yeah. I'd say this game you should definitely go Glacial. It's gonna get you your melee, like you have a melee core plus a short range ADC. It's gonna get you in range to like, you know, really abuse the strengths of your comp. And also it'll help kite out like TSC engages a little bit more too. So I do think that he's definitely gonna go Glacial this game. Comp wise, like, is there a comp you prefer here? I think both of them are like relatively cohesive in their identities.
I prefer TSC scaling, but if Deep Dives can get going early, particularly topside, like a Mordekaiser can 1v5 very easily.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a world where Deep Dive gets going off the ground here. Lucian is big enough and, you know, good enough to prevent himself from dying to TSC's core, and Deep Dive can protect the Lucian, and you know that shouldn't be that hard. You have a lot of CC in this comp. You have Mordekaiser to pull people off. If Lucian is big in this game, it could be it. I think Jax is fine in a Mordekaiser.
I've played it a lot. You can win pre-6 fairly easily, but after he gets his ultimate, after Mordekaiser gets his ultimate, I think it's a lot harder.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Right. Who questions my ability?
Hilariously, LS fanboys might get mad at me for this, but I actually think Renekton would have been a really good pick here for TSC. Renekton dumpsters Mordekaiser real fucking hard.
Yeah.
Not only does he dumpster Mordekaiser, but like Renekton's problem later in games is that he gets kited, and like you can't really backline access people unless you get like really sick flank wards and stuff like that. But this team being so short ranged and wanting to become so much, like you probably can access them, and if you can access them, you can sit on them with your ult running and spamming Qs and stuff like that, dunking like the one solo carry. I think Renekton actually would have been a pretty sick pick here. Yeah, I don't know. I would have definitely considered it at the very least. Yeah. What?
There's one win game too.
I don't know. I mean, we want TSC to win, right? We want a game 3. Play some silver scrapes.
Silver Scrapes.
Silver scrapes.
We just can't let Deep Dive make the run. Not again.
Dude. That's the script though, right?
The legacy. I feel like this bot lane worries me a lot because I feel like if you don't know how to play into the Lucian Braum and you're playing that all in bot lane, it's gonna be really, really hard.
Yeah, you can literally get stunned as Tristan as you're jumping in. It's really funny.
Hopefully PJ can win top lane this time. I think Man Puppet's on a more comfortable champ too.
Yeah. I think they were looking the first game to take away the Zac, but Scott's fine taking Warwick.
Yeah.
Elena, you have a toxic
Wait, I can
subscriber.
resubscribe to my.
Who is it?
It's Mayo.
Oh, look at that shit, dude.
Ew. Wait, did Brian resub?
How do I announce my resub? I don't know how.
This guy's trying to flame me. He's not even a
Oh
salt
shit,
in
look at
this
this shit,
stream.
dude.
They said
I worked really
STFU
hard
plat.
on it.
Yes, it was a random gifted sub. Mayo.
Wait, one person got randomly gifted.
Mayo got randomly gifted.
Oh damn,
I
I resubscribed, baby.
For 5 months, and you're currently on a 4-month streak.
Let's go.
Oh, you also got a little sword, and a number 1, and a little crown.
Yeah, I'm
Doesn't
the
he-
first subscriber, and I'm a moderator, and I have the prime.
Technically, you weren't the first subscriber.
Oh wait.
Like the first.
Wait, your own. Wait, Bubble Tea League is the same 7-month subscriber to Bubble Tea League? How does that even work?
I don't know.
I look at Adam trying to meme.
I think, wait, actually, who was the first
That's
subscriber? No,
crying.
actually, you were the first subscriber, Brian. I remember because I told you, and then you subscribed with your Twitch Prime.
Yeah.
And then I think it was Adam and Will.
I know Javi also
Yeah,
subscribed
Javier
fairly quickly.
subscribed. And then Javier and
Scott gifted.
Scott gifted
Full
like 10
transparency,
subs.
by the way. The subscription money is currently going to Elena. Yeah.
Well, we're not able to cash it out.
Yet.
So right now it's just sitting there, and we don't know what to do with it.
But yeah. Full transparency is currently slated to go to Elena if it cashes out. So for what it's worth, so you know where it is.
Take it.
We didn't really think anybody would actually subscribe.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, personally, my argument is that Elena has done a lot of random shit for us, like this overlay that you currently see on screen and all that stuff.
I
All
mean,
the
yeah.
production for like everything.
She's what-
So she gets like
She's
$5.
the producer, right? She gets
Yeah.
the biggest cut.
Yeah, so if she gets like our Twitch sub stuff, like I'm pretty down with that. But you know, whatever. I live in the same apartment as her, so I shouldn't really have a say in that. But
I thought we were
Yeah,
going to add it
anyways.
to a prize pool.
huh, could do that.
Holy.
That would be a very massive prize pool, though.
Yeah.
The
But I think
RP
you
I, mean,
have-
I already give away stuff for the prize pool.
Yeah.
I personally think like you've done a lot, so. But you know, whatever.
A bond for the stats? Yes, you probably can.
Other people can think about that too.
Mayo, you're a third of the stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam is the true master of the stats.
Oh yeah, god damn it. Here's the game if you guys want to see that.
What are we looking at?
Wait, there's a game?
Wait, did anyone else notice that TSC all have the same summoner icon? They're all the green potion.
Synergy.
Oh,
Did they
it
have
looks
the last
like there's
game?
gonna be a level 1 shenanigan here.
Oh, Danny's in counter. Oh, that's a nice invade. Oh, Tristana.
Oh, getting stunned.
Cut
That's
out.
gonna be first blood. Ooh, and they get both her sums too. Wasting no sums in return. That is
Oof.
disaster. In a lane that is probably going to get bullied, that is disaster. Oh man.
Jareth going for the grass build, by the way.
Yeah. Can't say I fully agree with it, but I don't think it should be that bad. Especially now that Tristana is probably going to be behind for a very long portion of this game. It's kind of doomed for the spot lane, honestly, at level 1. Like, no sums, down to a Lucian Braum. Like, doesn't get much worse than that, man.
And it's looking like they're gonna try and cheese the tri-bush. Oh no.
And they're
Oh,
walking that
no.
direction.
Wait. They don't go for it
Limestone
because they want the
actually,
lane.
peeked the lane.
No.
Hello?
EJ going in for an early trade. Gets definitely the favorable part of it. Has lane shove now. And got a pretty big chunk on Timmy. Can't access these streets really though. So with that bot lane's positioning though, TSC should know that Warwick's there on the top side. Warwick is fast pathing. Something that you don't see Warwick do that often, honestly. He's gonna 3 camp and then either cycle back or go down for a crab or go down for a bot gank.
Laggy.
I'm laggy.
Man Puppet doing the opposite path. Not 3 camping like
Oh, wait,
Warwick
no, it's-
though. Warwick full like top side clear.
No, that's just me. My bad.
But it looks like Warwick is done with his camp a little bit before bye due to his like 3 camp clear. Gonna walk down and keep the mid lane maybe, where Ginny just got knocked up, and this could be really dangerous for her if Warwick gets behind her.
She still has
Double up
flash.
Warwick. Oh, and
So
Vi.
she's-
Wait, the Vi might come in too. There could be a
Nice
lot of
taunt
things going
reducing
on
the
here.
damage. I think she can just
She has
walk
to. She
out.
should have
Oh,
flashed
no.
first, I think.
And Wired might
Ooh.
die.
My
Ooh.
flash Q's doesn't get the.
That flash was late, but the Q didn't hit from Vi.
And on the bright side, TSC has been here before. In a 1-game deficit against NBS, they really pulled it back in the second game. Had a gigantic Galio game from Ginny.
And the same like
Yeah, they've-
mid jungle combo is here.
They're not gonna crumble under the pressure. So Let's see if they can muster up another win and then make it, even one better in the third game and pull out a win to move on to the next stage of the playoffs. But Deep Dive is looking to play spoiler to that and show everyone that, hey, this resurgence isn't a one series thing.
Jax jumps on Mordekaiser. That's actually just
nice.
Saved him a lot of HP, to be honest. Pope would have gotten the stun, gotten an auto, a W off of that potentially. That would have been a lot of damage and some Conqueror stacks.
And some corrupting potion.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
was there a delay in the stream? Because we're like a minute behind instead of 3 seconds.
a minute behind?
On the stream, the timer is 3:41, 42,
What the hell?
3:45.
That's not. It's like 4:44.
Oh, is mine not updated then?
Yeah, I'm watching the
Hold
stream
on, let
too.
me refresh it.
Low.
Okay, yeah, this is my refresh.
That was I had jumped in to tell you that.
This is a very dangerous spot in the bot lane for Tristana to be in right now. She has no subs.
I have no vision on Warwick, which is why they're playing really far back.
You know, can't blame him. You're not missing too much. It's just a couple CS. This guy's not being aggressive here. Really trying to push him off EXP. PJ knows that he has the upper hand in this.
Yeah, she wasn't really able to push him on VXP though. She only just let the wave come in, and it's kind of no harm, no foul for TSC.
I mean, there's a
Ooh,
big CS differential right now.
Right.
PJ jumps onto Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser takes a couple of autos. Oh, gets the
Rolls
grab
him there.
in. PJ actually losing on the trade. Activates his ultimate there. Goes in. Oh, Timmy doesn't have ultimate. There's a shield.
It's
There's a
gonna be
passive.
doesn't win that.
Running away.
Wow!
And
He dies
Jax
to a
falls
level
down.
5 Mordekaiser who dings 6 right after the kill.
Yeah.
I played this matchup a lot. I just don't think Jax wins this, even though the win ratio is Jax favored. Like, I think this is a terrible matchup for Jax.
I mean, I don't know if I agree with the terrible matchup. I think it's actually not bad for Jax, but like, Mordekaiser can definitely contest. I don't think it's necessarily like a good one either.
Yeah. I definitely think it's Mordekaiser favored. But it's just the trade pattern of Jax is you want to jump in, you want to hit them a bunch and stun them, but Mordekaiser can just press W, negate most of that, and then just hit you back.
Man,
DJ wants
Scott's-
more blood there. There's
Oh,
stun coming out. Mordekaiser pulls him back away. Nice
Yeah,
disengage from
Tim
Timmy.
hasn't backed yet, so he's just looking to use that item advantage. That
it's
just
a
means
TP, though.
he's gonna back and probably TP. PJ needs to shove the wave a bit more, so it doesn't get frozen against him. Wired getting his Cho'Gath stacks.
Yep, there's the guard buff.
Oh, he actually gets the wave to shove to him.
Yep, Mordekaiser with first item Bramble Vest is very annoying to a lot of top champions, including Jax that goes Bork first. Also, an issue with the Jax against Mordekaiser matchup is all Mordekaiser needs to do is build tank, and then he can negate all the AD that you build, and then all he needs to do is stand still and let his passive hit you, and pretty much just lose the matchup.
But, well, that happens. TSC sneaks a dragon. And Jack lands some blows ultimate to try and get some damage to stick to Digital Feeling. He's fine. I don't know if he should reset there though. Oh, he hasn't backed. Never mind. Oh, he's still staying. His wave got shoved in.
Yeah, that's a pretty big CS differential right now though. That's about 30 CS, 10 waves worth. Or, sorry, 5 waves worth. Ooh, PJ still wants blood, but Vi is there to back him up. The Mordekaiser just press ult, takes out PJ. He's fighting out PJ, getting that nice pull off, getting the nice Q. Oh, Timmy wants this activate the shield. Still in tower range. Vi takes out the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser goes down to Rascotrug, coming in from the...
Nice. Good turnaround from TSC. The CS differentials are just really staggering in the mid and the bot lane though.
Yeah.
Even though the kill comes across, there's still quite a big gold gap right now.
And I like this from Deep Dive. They staggered their backs a bit, so that they can keep the CS pressure and force the Tristana to stay longer. I don't know if you can do this. Tristana still has a lot of gold. She just needs to get a reset.
Oh, there's Little Muffin prepping. They have to push it on the Man Puppet.
Nice
Man
ult
Puppet
from Asian Problems. Oh,
Rascotrug gets a nice taunt out. Little Muffin goes down. Oh, the flash from Digital Feeling dodges the Cho'Gath Q, gets the kill onto Wire.
You know,
that's the turn they needed.
Adam showing that he doesn't need items to get kills.
Yeah, that's gonna be a Herald too. They're gonna.
Alright, now can you guys pause while I go to the bathroom?
Really good roam from the Leona and the Tristana from the bot lane. I mean, honestly, they just had no business being left in the bot lane, considering how hard they're getting smashed in CS. But good Herald.
God, Adam almost has a full.
Ginny.
Oh, Ginny getting stunned there. There's an ultimate coming out from Skysong. She taunts to try to get out, do this damage to Jack Limestone, but she just accepts her fate. That's
I like preemptive ward over the wall in case she decides to flash.
That's a pretty colossal mistake. She's gonna die there. They're gonna get the full wave pressure out, and there's gonna be more waves crashing in the tower.
Oh my God, Adam just back already.
Adam get real greedy with it. Sitting on 3,000 gold right now.
He wants the instant Infinity Edge. It looks like.
Oh God.
3.4.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
Again, I'd have to say that Bork is better this game. I think so. You have a grass Cho'Gath you're playing against?
Yeah, I think he wants to kill the Lucian as quickly as possible, and then they can just destroy everybody else.
Lucian's gonna be sitting behind like a Braum.
Oh, Wired is here, ganking top. Peach is a little bit low. He pops a corrupting pot.
Nice dodge. He's chilling. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, CS is getting a lot closer up top now. Timmy was down maybe 10 CS, but starting to even it out.
There's the gank. Nice! Man Puppet ready for it.
Oh, there's the ultimate onto Warwick.
Wow,
Warwick dropping down. Man Puppet kills off. Little Muffin Warwick. PJ taking a little bit of splash damage from that Q. Mordekaiser pulls him in. If he got an auto, that would have practiced passive. PJ's really low here. Doesn't have a corrupting pot. Timmy's looking for the kill. Gets a nice Q off onto him. Yes, he's forced to back off now. I think Mordekaiser could just tower dive him at this point. Yep. PJ recognizes that. Goes to the safety of his bush to back off.
So Adam finally has this Infinity Edge, but he's not backing. He wants this wave, which is important. It's a cannon wave. And with it, if he decides to reach it, this might be Dragon 4 Deep Dive. Goes against it, knowing that the Dragon's just spawning.
Yeah, but Adam is going to be fighting with a big item.
He's supposed to flash that.
Man Puppet throws down the Herald bot to draw pressure for this dragon.
There's a huge item disparity here in the bot lane, though. You're sitting on components while this Lucian has a Bork on you. I think fighting here is gonna be really dangerous.
They have a small window while Lucian's responding to the Herald push. And they're using it to gain vision. And both top laners have teleports. Possible wards for Tim are in bot Tribush and behind the Dragon Pit. PJ has one right near the bush by blue. So the top laners back off a little bit from each other, looking for TPs if the fight starts.
Ooh, nice
structure.
Cho'Gath Q.
And Jack Limeston's building the wave bot, and they have to answer.
Timmy has priority here.
Looks like they're starting the dragon. TSC is scattered to answer the waves. They have a Cho'Gath. This should be dragon for TSC.
TP coming out from Jax.
They might fight afterwards. That's a really good combo. 3-man ult. Tristana looking pretty big now.
Exhausted.
Oh, Jack Limestone still wants to do this. He has the damage. Dashes into the...
Nice double knockup.
Oh, there's the Zonia's coming out. Asian probably tries to go and save them.
The taunt.
Nice taunt onto the Lucian. They're feeling... Hitting the Cho'Gath there. There's an ultimate. Jumps on the Cho'Gath. Gets the reset.
Oh, jumped in place.
Oh, no.
Oh, Digital Healing gets ulted here. Oh, Mordekaiser's going to town on this 80 carry. Nice Q.
It might have been possible if he didn't jump in place there. But, I mean, also, he might have just gotten bursted by Lucian, to be honest.
Yeah.
But Plobe getting a lot of free time on this top tower, a lot of free time in this wave. Picking up the CS, they become more and more
He might
viable.
get the turret for this. No, it's too big. And here's Jack ready to catch the wave. Saying, you don't get first turret yet. And Jack Limestone has 2,000 gold in this back. Gets a BF sword and gets a dagger.
That was pretty cleanly played by Timmy up there. He actually stopped the Jax TP and then TP to the dragon himself to pick up the kill.
Yeah.
Warwick just loving that free lane XP. I know when I play jungle, I want lane XP. Adam K, how do you feel about lane XP?
I love lane XP. I also love my Raptors.
Yeah. So you take Raptors and then you just go over and then lane in mid lane, right?
No, I don't take Raptors.
So you take your enemy's Raptors and then you go behind the enemy turret and take their mid.
You think he has the rights to the enemy raptors? That's cute. There's a ward drop. They should just clear it. Lucian's busy catching the wave. Man Puppet coming bot lane along with Ginny.
AJ thinks he can win this fight. Activates the ultimate. Timmy doesn't have ults here.
Timmy?
Actually losing the fight. Jax shuts or kills off the Mordekaiser.
The deep dive bot lane get backing off. So there's no play to be had by Man Puppet.
Getting pretty big here. Wants to fight the Warwick as well.
PJ's building up that CS lead. So it looks like Angela is getting a Zeke's first item on Leona versus the Knight's Vow and Sky Song.
On the bot lane, the CS lead is just creeping up slower and slower. Now it's about 50 CS ahead.
Just... Oh,
Ooh, nice
good
catch up
engage.
onto Braum. Braum the shield is Leona ultimate to
Does
stop the
gets
Lucian.
finally the
Braum
Guardian
gets
proc,
Foreman
jumps
done.
out.
Oh,
Those
they're
guys
running
left
into the
us up
Lucian
there.
ult. Braum gets
Oh.
ulted, but dies to the chomp.
Nice nom.
Double knock up. And this is free hitting for Lucian.
Leona's on to the Lucian, but everyone else is on the Tristana. Takes her down. Looks like Asian Paul's gonna fall here.
And
It's 3 tanks. 2 tanks.
Skyson definitely thinking that's worth.
Yeah, really aggressive into a choke point against the Cho'Gath. They burned all of their stuff to kill that Braum. Vial on Braum, everything. Funneling into a choke point on Braum, and Lucian didn't get Violted. Didn't have anything happen to him until the very end when Leona finally hit him with something, but everybody was already dead.
Can we get a hashtag the prophecy in the chat?
Deep dive prophecy.
And what a colossal swing. The gold was like TSC was
Even.
100 gold before that, 100 gold up, and now they're what, 2.3k down? Gigantic
Just
swing
about.
from one fight. And Plo was nowhere to be seen with no TP up. They took the fight without him, and at the very least, you have to let the man get on a side wave.
Gets the turret.
Let's see if he dies for it. If he gets a revenge kill, he dodges the E.
Oh,
Plo,
gets the kill.
Ooh, gets the solo. That was actually really bad from Timmy now, because Plove gets a lot of free space on this lane, and there's nobody on that side of the map to really deal with this. But Plove is going to back off instead of shoving any further on those creep waves. And I get the play, but I feel like I might have been really aggressive there and thought, okay, fuck it. Like, I know where the bot lane is. I know where the mid lane is. So if the jungler's here, I think I can 1v1 him too. And I might have pushed that wave in and totally crashed it. Because look where the wave is now. It's actually kind of fucking Plove a little bit.
Man Puppet should just go there and...
Yeah, go there and clear it out. But it's going to clear it out by itself and crash in the tower now. But it's a little late because Mordekaiser's actually going to be able to pick up a decent chunk of this wave.
Let's actually see how much does he get.
They're going to swap the
Gets...
floor.
Actually doesn't get much. Gets the experience of the last caster minion.
Okay. So it could have been worse. How big is Orox's wave now, though? It's pretty small, right? Orox could potentially freeze here.
He should definitely freeze it there.
Yeah, he can let the lane come in a little bit and just freeze them out.
Tristana and Leona finally get the turret down bot lane. So that swings the gold closer to even.
And with no dragon up, Orox has all the incentive in the world to freeze, but I think he might... I can't see the top lane right now unless I jump there, but... Maybe I should. Let's see what he's doing. Yeah, like, look, he's letting this wave come in real slow, and he's gonna freeze him out. And Plove just spent so much time bot lane, trying to be in a bush, trying to go for the gank, got nothing. And then is getting frozen out on the top side because he didn't shove his wave in fully. And then Man Puppet went up there and didn't even notice the wave, left it alone, and now Orox is just gonna hold him out. Plove just spent the last, like, what, minute and a half on the map doing absolutely nothing. Look where he is now. He hasn't touched the creep. He just walked around.
Might as well take
he doesn't know where to go.
Might as well have taken the Gromp if he was gonna be there.
Yeah, and like, man, that's what really feels bad. Because your lead could have been snowballed a lot more heavily there.
Are they looking to gank the Cho'Gath? I don't know about this one. Like, Cho'Gath can easily at least get one kill there.
Oh, and Warwick is now closing on the Jax. Nope. He's going to turn away, and Jax is going to feel the pressure, back off a little bit. But, I mean, this is exactly how Mordekaiser wants this lane to be right now.
Yep.
Next fight he has CP for anyway. He's really comfortable sitting here and CSing and denying Flo from all this XP because Flo is too scared to be out there now.
Not to mention it's delaying the Triforce.
Bob really needs to get in a deep ward onto the bush past the red buff there, and that'll let him see if anyone's coming. Maybe a ward onto next to the raptor camp as well, just so he can start split pushing more. Either that, or they need to group up mid, take that tower, and then rotate their vision appropriately. Because the two outer towers that are down right now are just not doing them any favors. They can't really push into the enemy jungle. The enemy just has vision control with that mid tower up.
The gold's now even. But yeah, I'm surprised that TSC hasn't put their bot lane mid just to get that turret down. It's the last outer turret that they need. Instead, they're giving space for Dragon, which should be spawning in a little under a minute.
Ooh, Earth Drag on team deep dive is a little bit scary. Bob actually jumps in.
Gets the Guardian proc, and they now can set up their vision properly on this dragon.
I think Timmy needs to just shove this out. I think Deep Dive can just give up his dragon. It's only second dragon for them.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I mean, and right now, like, the dragon's spawning in 5 seconds. There's full control for TSC. But Deep Dive is going to move its way in. They have a pretty
Tim
good
back, so he
this.
actually has an item buy for this.
Yeah, and you
know, that's
Bull gets caught out by a rupture. There's the ultimate forced out.
Leona doesn't hit anybody. Nice bio on
onto
the
Lucian, focusing down the Lucian. Lucian's doing his
Lucian's
best
able
to
to
stay
cut out,
alive.
though.
Kills off Man Puppet. Oh, Mordekaiser comes in. Ults the Galio. Galio has nothing to do with this. Oh, there's Leona back onto Lucian, but there's nothing to follow up with that Lucian damage. Rascal Truck tanking everything.
There's TJ coming back into the fight.
Oh,
but he's
got
got a run.
Trying to get free hit in the back, but he just can't chew through that tank line. Wired pulls off the kill. Nice ultimate from Digital Feeling, getting all out safely.
Right, and the Vi dove on the Lucian, but the Vi can't one-shot the Lucian by herself. You need somebody else with it. Where's the Galio combo they were looking for? You need the Galio combo on top. You need maybe like the Jax to jump in with you or something, but you can't one-shot the Lucian through all this.
Additionally, there, it looked like Adam was going back and forth between targets in the bush, trying to maintain vision in case Aurochs popped back out of the Mordekaiser ult, but also trying to hit, I think it was Lil Muffin on there, so he was going back and forth a lot, not maximizing his damage.
I feel like this is another game where just TSC just tunnel visioned onto the Braum, like one of their tanky members, and just started blowing a lot of stuff on the Braum. When they just need to start taking it slow, and just stop using cooldowns on the Braum.
Yeah, the Braum's fine and happy taking all that brunt damage. His carries are alive.
At this point in the game, I think you need to stop thinking about team fights altogether, unless you get a really perfect one.
You have a
Jax
split
needs
pusher.
to split.
Play the map,
Yeah,
right?
Jax needs to play map now. I mean, he's 3-1. He has his 2 completed items. Look at this. He can trade really easily now. Gets the flash out.
Oh, they're going after the Braum again. Braum gets something nice ultimate. Doesn't look like he's gonna get out. Oh, there's an ultimate to try. Oh, Michael in onto the Lucian. Gets caught by a rupture. Dies under tower. Oh, there's the ultimate coming out. Asian Problems tanking all of it.
No one gonna block
I don't
it.
think she's gonna fall.
TJ under the tower.
TJ under the tower. Gonna get the solo.
Is he?
Oh, he's gonna die. And
That
that's
was
huge.
sick.
He has to play map. He could have pressured the tower.
Timmy!
You know where the team is. Oh, and Timmy again bailing them out on the weak side. He's behind, but this is gonna be disastrous for
Looking
TSC.
for a double tower
Good
dive onto
flash.
Rascal Truck. Rascal Truck flashes out. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, Mordekaiser can always turn around on Jax if he's.
But you didn't need to
ahead.
do that. He tower dove him with wave pressure,
He's
with full
also under the
HP.
tower.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not a matchup thing there. At that point, like, you don't have to do that. Just pressure the wave. You know that the other team is in the mid lane right now fighting. You've seen everybody in the map, and like, you don't have to do any of that. Just wave pressure, wave pressure. It's not like Mordekaiser can kill you unless you tower dive him like that.
That
Yeah,
was also really good patience from Tim with the ult, just denying a couple of autos right when he was about to die by ulting so that he gets out alive.
Oh no, Ginny.
Oh no.
There's a bush. There's a Cho'Gath. Ginny gets caught by the Q. She needs to E out. She's silenced.
That Cho'Gath
Jack
is
Lancelot
huge.
picks up the kill.
He's a
got-
chunky boy.
Oh my god, I can't even check how many stacks he's got. 9 stacks.
Yeah, they have 2 people in the bot lane.
Can't make it there.
Need
Cho'Gath
the
doesn't have
Cho'Gath.
TP.
Cho'Gath. Oh, they're running in straight to the Mordekaiser. They're getting flanked in. Agent Pro's tries to solve all of
Adam's
them.
tanking the Baron.
Baron's doing a lot of damage. Oh. It looks like they're going to take this 2v4. Oh, give him time. Lucian and Cho'Gath time to come up. Agent Pro gets stunned out. Jack Lancelot picks up. This looks like it might be a counter Baron here.
That
What's
was a
the timer
desperate
on that
move
dragon?
For desperate times.
Dragon.
My worry that this game might be a sack right now because they can get a big push off and pick up the 4th dragon and waste them the rest of the game.
340 dragon, I think.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it almost lines up perfectly.
Takes them a while, but Cho'Gath should eat it. And there it is. 10 stack Cho'Gath.
And TSC's inability to play the map is really showing through here. Plo doesn't look like he's comfortable in the side lane. He looks like he wants to fight. He wants to join team fight with his team, but then Jax isn't the pick for that. And you know, I said this when we were loading in, what would have been the pick? I think Renekton would have been the pick. You would have had a much easier lane phase into this Mordekaiser and then just joined a ton more. Done your thing. But I think it might, you know, with the Jax pick, like, it might be getting to the point where your window to sit in the side lane is dwindling, and you either go back in and you just like say, hey team, we're gonna try to fend off all the offensives that they can toss at us and let you side lane forever, and just never join.
Yeah, and there's a Mountain Soul ready to happen for deep dive. And they're just giving it. That Cho'Gath is going to be really hard to kill.
3 mountains and a soul and Cho'Gath, Braum, Warwick,
329 armor.
Mordekaiser. That is, man.
281 armor.
There's a Bork on Jax, but no Bork on Tristana. It's gonna be so hard to burn through them. Oh, the Galio play. The Mordekaiser ult to deny the Galio knockup.
Mordekaiser's trying to run away.
Should go
Outside of
down.
his ultimate, he's surrounded by 3 people.
Big shutdown to Digital Feeling. Let's see if he can get out. Oh, they're getting collapsed upon.
And this could be an under
They
tower.
smelled it.
Oh, this is okay.
And Asian Problems escorts her carries out of the...
Oh, PJ is walking into the jungle. Might have actually seen them. Oh, Manpup is trying to guide them out as well. Oh, this is a Baron push with Earth Dragon on these Tonky boys.
And the problem is, like, okay, like, I mean, you should have been pursuing this plan from the start. Have Jax in the side lanes. But at this point, he can't kill people through the mountain. It's going to take him too long. You can't go on the side lanes because his team can engage on you with, like, all these tank boys that just, like, pop their shit and run at you. Like, God forbid somebody gets a Righteous Glory. It's just so hard now, and I don't think the Jax is going to have any place in this game. And if the Jax has no place in this game, that means TSC don't have a place in this game either. So they're hoping for miracles, and maybe this Jax play might be the miracle they need. The Mordekaiser's not there yet, but he has TP. But the Jax is looking for the flank.
Angela's looking for that engage on Leona.
They spot Jax and ping them off.
Timmy's not with the team. Timmy's just splitting with Baron.
But Timmy has TP, however, and I mean they're just doing the smart thing, waiting and buying time until Timmy gets to sit on his
that
wave.
turret's almost dead. Baron expires, but
Nobody
that
can do
Cho'Gath
this
is
Cho'Gath.
basically 3 super minions.
Team Student Council's a little too scared to just run in here. They only have 3 members. Jax is looking for a flank from the front
Leona
line.
misses.
Oh, there's a TP. Oh, Lil
Laura
Morphin
might be
actually
dead.
goes down
Nice
to digital
engage.
feeling. Oh, there's a Vi onto the Lucian. There's a Galio. There's the combo that they were looking for. Digital feeling going crazy on this. Oh, but the Cho'Gath gets away. It's a little too big. Skysong trying to fall down here. Oh, Mordekaiser comes out of his ultimate, gets surrounded by the team. Oh, that's a big wipe for Team Student Council.
And that was the play they needed from the start of this game. They needed to sync up the Galio ult with the Vial and the Jax off the back. They got the Vial into the Galio ult, which held everybody in place, and then Jax was able to get a free stun and a Limestone and kill him off.
Yes. PJ did blow flash in that as well as Jack Limestone, so
Right.
maybe they can keep repeating it because Man Puppet has his.
For sure, and Man Puppet's about to have his ult up, and if you're TSC, you're thinking, okay, wait, we can get him off this. Like, maybe we can bait them.
You
into
have a
shit fight
Tristana.
too. But we can't really, because Vi's in the bot side right now. So they just get the inhib turret and they have to bail. And for whatever they've taken back, all the cards are still in Deep Dive's deck here. Yeah, they lost the mid turret. Yeah, they lost some map pressure, but they're still 3k up ahead with a Mountain Soul and 3 Mountain Dragons. It's still possible, and CSC's hopes are in the balance. but
Adam
they're
has
there.
3k gold. This is going to be a really big back for him. And so does Ginny, actually.
So what does Adam buy with the 3k gold? Because in my opinion, you need to go.
It's
ham
going to be a
sandwich.
Last Whisper.
Yeah, you either Last Whisper this or you bork this.
Somebody tells me it's going to be Last Whisper. I could be wrong.
I think I'm fine with either. I think Last Whisper might be better actually.
Yep, he did get it. Lord Doms?
Yeah,
Yes.
got the Lord Doms. Should be able to do some decent chew damage now. And then like you still have like the Jax on Wit's End, like he can shove. Like they're still in the game. It's not over. It's just gonna be really, really hard.
You just have to play how they did their last fight.
Yeah. Adam getting a chain vest. He wants GA for last item. I don't think I particularly agree with it. I would have gotten probably just like a QSS to QSS the Mordekaiser ult, or QSS the Braum stun. Or
Ooh,
QSS
I
the
like
Warwick
the
suppress.
cheeky.
Oh,
Oh wait, they might have seen the Cho'Gath. They might have
Wait.
seen the Cho'Gath. It's too
Nobody
big.
pinged it.
Warwick can just ult in.
No
They,
one's
do
pinged
they?
it.
They don't know
They
it.
don't see it.
Warwick just ult in. Warwick just ult in.
They don't need to. They got a Cho'Gath. He can just eat it.
Yeah, but then you missed the
Nice
Warwick ult.
3 Baron here.
That is really, really nice from Deep Dive.
And everybody's
Elder in
spawning
14
the Elder.
seconds.
Elder is in a minute, and this is actually fortuitous timing for TSC because Elder's spawning in 39 seconds, and even though Deep Dive just took the Baron, they don't actually have time really to get on the waves with the Baron. Meaning this fight is the best possible thing you can take. If you're TSC, I'm looking at this fight 100%, thinking, okay, my waves aren't in, we can play this fight out. Like, we took one back in the 4. We're obviously on the ropes, and this is the one we look for. If you give up the Elder and the Baron, I think this game is probably over.
Yeah, this might be the game-winning fight for either team.
TSC's life on the line here.
Stranger things have happened, and so it's all Deep Dive though. All Deep
I
Dive
don't like
control.
Adam's
If you
position.
look at the
right there.
vision line, this is the vision that TSC has right now. They know they're close, but they don't know where. That bush. Which
Ginny's
bush.
clearing mid-wave. They've started the...
They've started.
Oh,
They're
Cho'Gath has
Bottom.
ult. They need to fight.
They're kind of split up right now. Jax is on the bot side. There's Skysong
Oh,
running out, trying to
Man
get
Puppet.
vision up there.
Man Puppet's about to get bursted.
in. There's
Can't
the
even get
Gala
his ult
coming
off.
out. Jack Limestone has the Zonias. There's Timmy onto the Mordekaiser ult,
Jack
onto the
Limestone gets
Tristan.
stunned.
Sonic can't do
Oh,
any
gets
damage
through
here.
that.
Oh, this is a
Should be a
terrible
deep
for
dive
Team
win.
Student Council.
Clove is still alive.
Oh no.
So he goes down, and that should be a game and series. Unless Adam can pull something out, but it looks like that'll probably be it. They're gonna run it down the mid lane, and the Soul Tristana
Versus
play
5
off
Elder
hopes
Dragons.
in the balance, and they're disappearing before his eyes, evaporating into the vapor. And what can he do? TSC, they definitely put up a fight in the last couple of fights here. They won a fight in their base to potentially save the game. But in the last fight, Man Puppet gets deleted before he can even press R. And Adam is gonna sit in base, actually get one shot almost. He lives, doesn't get low enough
There's
for the Elder.
the
And that's
deep
GG.
dive.
And the prophecy continues.
Oof. Okay, the prophecy looking scary now.
Yeah, and this is some throwback shit back to season 3 BTL?
3.
Yeah, season 3 BTL with Deep Dive, the worst team in the regular season, coming back all the way to win it in the end, and they look dominating in these two games here. TSC had some moments of brilliance in the second game for sure. Had the, like that fight in the base that could have been, you know, a big decider. But outside of that, it was pretty dominating. Like we had, and the top side of the map is really showing up. I think in the second game, the bot side showed up too. The second game, Jack Limestone was playing really well, was able to kite out from a lot of pressure, and you know, dance around the sides to fight. And you know, I would give Jack Limestone probably the MVP in the second game, but in the first game, it was all the top side, Lil Muffin getting like lots of advantages, and a team that's getting well rounded like Deep Dive is a really scary team for teams to see. Oof. And that's it for today.
The curse continues, brothers.
The
prophecy.
Yeah, we'll see everybody tomorrow. Where in the bottom half, or in the upper bracket, actually, we see SB versus GB.
Upper bracket.
Deciding the fate of what? How many teams? 1, 2, 3, 4
like
teams.
4.
Yeah, 4 different teams. Goodbye.
Oh boy.
Hey Adam.